guys, today we're gonna make a cooking game on PowerPoint. So first thing you need to do is that we're gonna get a sprite. So I'm going on pictures to get a sprite. So my sprite could be anything, but I'm just gonna choose a Num. So all you have to do is insert it, and then let's get started. To make a cooking game, if you want, you can actually make a table. So you go on insert and you press shapes, then you pick a shape that you want your table to be. I want my table to be blue, so I'll leave it, but you could always do shape format and leave it white. So for now, let's make the ingredients. So to make an ingredient and animate it, I'm going to make a pot. So I'm going to use a flowchart because the flowchart pot is very useful to me. Then you go and shape outline and do the colour you want, and shape fill to fin it. Alright, now let's get started. Alright, so now let's do the eggs. The eggs would be like this. So they'll be so you want an oval shape for the eggs, and then you want like a tanned colour for the eggs, and then we're gonna add 2. But you can really do anything you want with the eggs. Alright, we finished the eggs now, and now let's animate them. So to animate them, you have to press it to animate them, and then we're going to make our own animations by adding custom path. So you're going to add this here, but if you don't want it, you could always cancel it. For example, like this one. I made a mistake, so all you have to do is press the delete button and do it. So I'm making a path here because I want them to disappear there, because I'm gonna draw the egg yolks. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a big white path in. Alright, so now let's go back to insert, go and pick a shape. So I'm gonna draw the shape which is here, and it's gonna be white so nobody can see it. But you can basically do anything you want. I just don't want it to be visible to the eye. Alright, now let's draw the egg yolks. So what you need to do for the egg yolks is that you need to put them on the top. Well, you don't need to, but I'll just put them on the top because I find it easier to just put them on the top. And then you, since you got 2 eggs, you need to do 2 eggs. So I'm doing 2. You could either do 3, but you could really do anything. Alright, now that we've done it, we're going to do the animations. So for the animations, like I said, we did this before, you add custom path, then you drop it. So, and then you click animations to watch it. Alright, now let's go back to the other. So you do custom path again, and then you do whatever direction you like. Alright, so now for the sugar and butter. So for the butter, you can actually, in shapes, there's flowchart, and then for the flowchart there's a bit of some 3D shapes. So you can do 3D shapes, but I'm just gonna go with the butter for an easy shape. So as you see here, nobody would know it's butter if you don't label it. So we go into text box and you could do horizontal, vertical. Vertical is this one, it goes like straight, but we're not going to do that one. So I'm going to do text box, horizontal. Horizontal is easy. So if you make a mistake, all you have to do is cancel it. But if it's just like this, all you have to do is add it like that, and then there. And we're gonna make a lid. So to make a lid, all you have to do is just make it another shape. So I'm using the basic shapes box because to me it's a bit easy. And then you want to find the right color on grey. So the outline would probably be a grey. So that's gonna be the lid. Alright, now let's get a knife. So it's pretty hard to make and see a knife. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make it a bit basic and just make it look like a knife. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use this to make it look like a knife, even though it might not look like a knife. The way it's using it will. So let's get started. Alright, so now you could see that they're not one. See, you could unconnect it, and when you do animations they do it. So this needs to a point where you need to paste it, or well, that's what I like to call it. But you actually need to click on the left corner of your mouse, and then paste it. I think that's what you call it. And then you go back to animations, and then you add an animation, but I'm doing custom path again, and then you bump it into the butter, and then there. Perfect. So as you see, it bumps into the butter so it could get butter. And now I'm going to go back to insert and get the butter cube. So the butter cube is going to be in flowchart. So flowchart has some, but there are some other 3D shapes and basic shapes. So here I'm going to do a butter cube and then do it in yellow. Now we don't want it to be orange because the eggs would be orange. So you want that buttery, glossy part. So, and it wouldn't be like butter if it was there. So we already. So we're going to click on it and then get animations, and then we're gonna fade it in, and then finally to make it like an animation, we're gonna use custom path and then put it in. Alright, so it would look like this. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in the slide to see what it's like. Perfect. So now finally let's add the sugar. So for the sugar, all you need to do is get a cube. I'm gonna get another cube, and then you put it up, and this time I'm gonna do it as probably pink. You could colour it in anything, but I'm gonna do pink. Next, to do it, next to label it, like I said, you do horizontal text box, and then you write sugar. But since it's like a vertical, all you have to is do that and then make your sugar box bigger. Right, now let's paste it together. So if you like, you could put the table down because it would kind of make the animation not that good. Alright, so see, for the sugar you can't really paste it. So I'm gonna put it at animation and custom path. As you see here, that it wouldn't normally, the word won't move. So I'm gonna, for this word, I'm gonna make it disappear. So you go on exit and write disappear. Now, then for the oven, you're going to go on the other tab, and then you're gonna draw an oven. So for the oven, I'm gonna go back to shapes and then make the oven. So as you see here, I want like a clear and a clear one. If you don't want to, you could just go and draw and then draw dots. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to rub it out and go back to shapes. Right, so now I'm going to do it in white so you could see it, and then I'm going to go on insert and go on pictures and online pictures. So you could just do the pictures you did, and there's tons and tons of ones. So, but you could also go on emojis, but all of this is just on like a 2014 one. But if you're on a 2013 computer, you won't have it. So you're just gonna have to go creative if you don't have that. Alright, so now let's draw a doorknob. So to draw the doorknob, the knob, to point it out, you just get a shape. So the outline's gonna have to be a bit different. So for the outline, I'm gonna put it like that so it could see. And then I'm gonna draw a cake because that's what it is for. So I'm gonna do a cake. So in flowchart there's lots of cakes, but things like these ones, this one's a horizontal one. Alright, so now pick a colour for your cake. But since I didn't put actual colour in, I'll just put it as like a regular cake. So, but you could really do anything. So now go on format, and then you could do this colour, or any other ones. But remember to do the outline. Alright, so now let's ice the cake. So this cake's going to be here, like I said, and then it's going to come out. So for the animations, I'm gonna add it to go here. Right, and then I'm going to ice the cake. So for the cake, I'm going to draw on it. But if you don't, you could just really do anything. So as you see here, you could change different colors to rainbow, to anything. So teal, like galaxy. So I'm going to go with rainbow, and then I'm gonna ice it. There. So now your baking cake's done, but what you're gonna need to do is obviously do some sprinkles. So I'm gonna add a star on the top. So stars and banners are here. So add a star. So I'm gonna choose this star because it's nice. Alright, so now we're gonna colour it. I'm gonna colour it orange because it's more thorough and accurate in the accuracy and on seeing it. Then you just put it here, and then your cake's done. But what you need to do is that you need to paste it. So what you're going to do is you need to paste it like I just said. So to paste it, you do this, and then you can animate it. So I'll put that there, and then finally make the custom part. There, and finally I'll say well done, because that's how we're doing it. So if you want to learn how to do the curtains, go on our other video, but this video shows you how to do a cooking game. So do this device if you downloaded or uploaded a picture. So I'm gonna write well done. So to get a word out, you need to go to shapes, and then at canons you could get a speech bubble or any really things to get to talk, and then you could choose any writing here. This one's Cadbury body, but I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do regular writing, and then you write it here. There. So that's how you make a game. So finally, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Alright. So, check on my other video if there's any errors. If there's any errors, you could always fix it. So for the sugar, I didn't do that properly, but for you could just do it. So for the sugar, you should do like a sugar cube. So at the end, I'm gonna do a hot emoji, and then I'm gonna put it here to animate. So this is the end of the video. Hopefully you now know how to bake a cake on it. But you could just do any spatula stuff. But I don't have time to do spatula, so we're gonna end this video now. Bye.